Hello, Miss Katie. Welcome in today. It's great seeing you here at the Chiropractor Clinic. My name is Dr. C. I'm going to be taking a look at you today. First, tell me a little bit about what brings you into the chiropractor.
So I've been having a lot of joint pain lately. It kind of radiates from my shoulder down. It's been persistent throughout the day. I'm finding that it's really getting in the way of me getting a good night's sleep. I'll just feel that pain, and I don't like to take ibuprofen or anything before bed, so it's just it just feels like very knotty, if that makes sense.
Yeah, a little troublesome. Yeah, not quite going away. How long have you noticed this sensation for?
It's been going on for 3 weeks.
Okay. Yeah. Have you tried anything to relieve that pain?
I take ibuprofen during the day with limited success, and been trying to stretch before workouts.
Okay.
And that provides temporary relief, but I'm looking for something more targeted.
Okay. So what I'm thinking for our treatment today is we are going to combine some partner stretching. So I'm going to be helping you stretch a little bit, as well as some chiropractic adjustments. So the stretching of the muscles as well as the targeted chiropractic work will definitely hopefully relieve your pain and get to the source of the problem.
That sounds lovely.
Great.
Thank you.
And in addition, it should definitely make you sleep. So definitely some fun things happening there. I'm going to go ahead and begin the exam by putting our exam dog onto the table because she clearly wants to be.
Okay.
She should just be a good little baby. Okay, first off, I'm going to go ahead and walk you through some exercises. I'm going to have you touch your chin as close to your collarbone as you are capable of getting it. I'm going to begin to rock your neck back and forth. This is going to be a stretch to help stretch the neck. Now, I'm going to come behind you and just feel how the vertebrae are behaving as you do this. Go ahead and rotate your head in circles like a round the world motion. Okay. I'm feeling a lot of tightness and tension. It seems like it's radiating up from the lower back. The first step in order to combat this is going to be to help you loosen up. So go ahead and try and relax as much as you're able. I'm just going to gently rock your shoulders back and forth here, a little jittering motion. Okay. Now I want you to go ahead and stretch your neck for me. You're going to take this hand, reach it up, lightly grip the side of your, the left side of your head, and then you're going to gently pull your neck to the right. I'm having you do this instead of me because you're the one who can really feel that pressure release and you know exactly where the stretch should be. If you want to deepen the stretch as well, you can use your left hand and hold it out to the side a little bit. But if it's too painful, don't worry too hard. Okay, you should feel it like right along here.
I do. It feels really good.
Great. Now I'm going to have you really gently just switch over to the other hand here. And we're going to do the opposite side. And be feeling your neck while we do this as well. Just really gently pull and elongate. And you can go ahead and hold out your right arm if you would like to deepen the stretch. Okay, and breathe in and out. Good. Now you can let your hands fall to your side. I'm going to ask you to tilt your head back as if you're looking up at the clouds and gently feel the vertebrae. Yep. Okay. Now this is a rather delicate position for the neck, so we're not going to do anything too strenuous. I just want you to touch your left ear as close to your left shoulder as you can get it. And breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Now we're going to put your right ear as close to your right shoulder as you're able without bringing your shoulders up, and make sure your shoulders are low and relaxed. And breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, lovely. Hopefully that loosened up the neck a bit. I am going to go ahead and take a look at the shoulders now. I'm going to ask for you to raise your left arm into the air like so. As high up as you're able of getting it. So, yep. Great. And be feeling the joints. Okay, I feel a lot of tightness here as well. Okay, I'm going to have you extend your arm horizontally to the left and make tiny circular movements. Keeping your head straight, your spine aligned. I'm just going to be feeling how the muscles react to this. Now take that windmill motion and make it even bigger. Great, we're really trying to rotate the shoulder blades. Great. And go the reverse direction. Good job. Okay, and we're going to mirror that exact same thing with the right arm. So we're going to start in slow circular motions. Perfect. Okay, lovely. And expand to larger motions. Great. And now when you feel more comfortable, go ahead and reverse the direction that you're going on then. Okay, now you can go ahead and let your arm fall. Now I'm going to have you take your left arm and you're going to reach up and bring it back as close to your right shoulder blade as you're able. You're going to let that stretch, seeing how the body is aligned. And in order to deepen that stretch, you're going to take your right palm, grasp your left elbow, and pull as much as feels comfortable. And breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. And relax. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and switch up the arms. We're going to have your right arm reach up towards the sky and then draw it back down as close to your left shoulder blade as you're able. You're going to sit in the stretch. I'm just going to feel how the spine is reacting to this. Now you're going to bring your left palm up, grab your right elbow, and pull to the left. Great. And breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. And go ahead and let it rest. Now we're going to go ahead and twist the lower spine as well. So as you're sitting in your position, you're going to basically, it's like in high school when you would crack your back on the chair. You're going to use, basically turn your body and crack the spine. And I'm just going to help you a tiny bit. Okay, great. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Great. Okay. I felt it release in your upper shoulders. And in the lower back. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and have you lay down for a little bit of our next segment with your face facing up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and put your head over here. Okay, now I'm just going to be gently feeling the muscles of the hand. Make sure to take deep, relaxing breaths. can go ahead and see if any of these joints can crack. No pressure though if they can't. If this is ever painful, just let me know.
It feels like a release of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't even need the crack in order to send extra blood flow into the joint. Just going to gently bend the elbow, feeling pressure, and bend straight, and bend the elbow back up. Slight pressure, and release. One more time. Back up. Application of pressure, and back down, and under the nice warm blanket. Okay, similarly, I'm going to grab this hand, you a brief massage to get the blood flowing. We use our hands a lot more during the day than most people assume. And a lot of tension can be built up here, whether you're typing, writing, or doing tasks around the household. And then once again, try and crack any of these knuckles. No pressure for them to crack, but if they feel so inclined, then we also welcome that. Okay, I'm going to draw your hand up towards your shoulder. Put pressure, 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 and extend. Reaching up, applying pressure. 1, 2, 3, and release. One more time. Pressure. 1, 2, 3, and release. Back to under the toasty blanket. I'm going to shuffle around closer to your head. So I'm going to scoot you. I'm going to have you lift your head up just so I can move your hair a tiny bit. Great. I'm just going to be pressing down your shoulders. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Shifting the weight from shoulder to shoulder. Okay, just going to gently rotate your neck a little bit. One way and then the other. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a neck adjustment now. Go ahead and breathe in and exhale. Great. One more time the opposite way. And inhale and exhale. Now I'm just going to go ahead and lift up the base of the neck and pull the head a little bit higher. Is this too much pressure? Would you like
No,
better?
it's perfect.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to gently rotate the foot. Go ahead and try your best to relax. I'm going to have you point your toe and then draw your heel. Yep. And point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. your heel up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to have you rotate your ankle clockwise. And counterclockwise. Okay, go ahead and relax now. I'm going to try and crack these toes. Okay. I'm going to work over here, just drawing some blood flow. I'm just going to gently rotate your ankle for you. Okay, I'm going to ask you to rotate yourself clockwise. Great. And counterclockwise. Great. I'm going to have you point your toe. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And withdraw and have your ankle. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And point your toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And switch over to the ankle pointing out. They're the heel, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. I'm going to try and crack the toes. If they feel so inclined to crack. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and raise this foot, bringing the ankle down. You can go ahead and adjust to what feels most comfortable. Just feeling the knee and hip placement. Okay. Now we're going to work on another stretch. You're going to take this knee and rotate it as far to the outside as is comfortable. And breathe in. And out. I'm just going to apply gentle pressure. If this is too much pressure though, you let me know. And as you breathe in and out, just relax deeper into this stretch. How's it feeling?
Really good.
Okay, great. Do you want me to add more pressure or is this perfect?
You can add some more.
Okay. How's that?
Good.
Great. Okay. I'm going to draw this up. Now I'm going to go ahead and crack you a little bit for an adjustment. I'll take this heel, put it on this side. I'm going to have you adjust yourself. So we're going to be cracking the spine. Yep, so you're just going to push yourself over on that leg. I'm going to push you like this. Hopefully without falling off. If you want to scooch your hips a little other way. Perfect. Yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. So you're going to go ahead. Do you ever stretch like this on your own?
No. Feels so good.
We don't have to go very hard then. I'm just going to go ahead. When I do this to myself, I go crazy. But I'm just going to go gentle. That's not to crack your spine. Can you feel it stretching? You want me to push harder?
Oh, you can push a little harder. Oh, it feels good.
Right?
Yes.
More pressure. Well, this goes good. Okay, one more time. Let me know if you want more pressure or when to stop.
That's good.
Okay, great. And hold it. Okay, perfect. Now you can readjust your hips. We are just gonna do the reverse of what we did before. So I'm gonna press your shoulder into this while pushing in your hip stretch. Deep breaths. Can you feel the stretch?
Yes.
Would you like me to apply more pressure? This is good.
A little bit. Oh, that's good.
Great. I'm going to let you relax. I'm going to have you bend your knee. Lift this up while straightening this guy out. Now I'm going to ask you to put this knee as far to the left as you're able to do comfortably. Nice. Do you feel that? Okay, sounds good. And inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure here. Let me know if this is too much. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I'm going to have you bring this foot out as well. Okay, I'm just going to gently remove these socks. And then also remove these socks.
The second socks.
The double sock. Just relax these. Okay. One more adjustment that I'm going to do over here is gently wiggling this hip socket. So I'm really focusing on the hip by grabbing the leg. Go ahead. I know it's really hard to relax for this, but go ahead and try and relax and let me pick up your weight as much as you're able. I'm going to go ahead and give this leg a little bit of tug. How was that? Was that uncomfortable?
Amazing.
Okay, great. I'm going to try it one more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Again, go ahead and let your spine and your hips release as much as they're able. I'm going to gently pull on this leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. And once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm going to ask you to sit up. Just use your hands to gently prop yourself forward.
Okay.
Alrighty, Katie. So we are almost done kind of loosening up your spine a little bit. We are going to do some touching of the toes exercises. Do you have a normal stretch routine that you've kind of implemented or not really?
Like I've been trying stretching just to alleviate it, but it's not normal.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So first, I find it easier to start in the butterfly. So you're going to bring both of your heels. Yep. And then we're going to, We're going to slowly and fold forward as far as you are able to do so comfortably. Great. Go ahead and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to be feeling for spinal alignment. Go ahead and breathe in and then deepen that stretch if you're able. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and rise back up again. Now you're going to keep your right foot as it is. Take your left foot and extend it all the way out. And we're going to go forward, trying to touch the left ankle.
Okay.
And breathe and bend. Letting your back release into this stretch. Okay, and rise back up whenever you feel comfortable. Now we're going to adjust to straighten the right leg and draw that left knee up. Perfect. And bend down, trying to touch as much as the right foot as you're able to. And inhale. Really try and tuck your head into this one as well if you're able to. Feeling the spine. Okay. Now go ahead and draw back up. Now I'm going to have you lie with your face in this hole.
Okay.
All right, Katie. Now we're going to go ahead and do some spinal adjustments. I can already feel you being tense, so I'm going to ask you to try and do your best to relax. I'm just going to gently rock you. I'll let you know before I make the adjustments. Okay. Just going to come over here. Go ahead and inhale, and I'm going to go ahead and adjust. Okay, once. Okay, and inhale and exhale. Okay. And change position slightly. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Once more, inhale and exhale. Okay, great. How did that feel, Katie? So good. Great. Going to take a seat. Okay. I have these medicine balls. That I'm going to gently thump against you. segment here. This one is less physical and more spiritual, but I have these 2 gem wands, and I'm slowly tracing patterns into your skin and gently tapping them together to help absorb all the negative energy and the pain from your body. Scooping the negative energy and the pain up and out of the nervous system. And as I'm doing this, just continue to breathe deeply. And if your body longs to sleep, allow yourself the pleasure of sleep. Alrighty, Katie. That concludes our treatment for the day. Yay! I'm so glad to hear that you feel so good. I will let you drift off to sleep.
Okay, thank you.
Sweet dreams.
Bye.
Hi, Rachel. Welcome in.
Thank you.
It's so wonderful to have you here today. I'm so excited to do your makeup.
Me too.
You're already glowing, so I'm not going to be doing too much, but
Okay.
I'm really excited to get to play around with your look today.
Yay.
Did you have a certain inspiration that you had in mind or a certain style you're looking for?
Yeah, I think just looking for an everyday look.
Okay.
It's starting hopefully to warm up soon.
Oh,
So
yeah.
something like fresh for spring.
That sounds awesome. I know we're manifesting spring here.
Yes.
So feel free to just relax. I'm just going to be taking very good care of you today. I know it's really dry in the winter, so I do have a hydrating face mask here. We're going to do a little bit of skincare stuff, but for now I'm just going to go ahead and start by brushing your hair. So feel free to just close your eyes and relax.
Okay.
Just have a wooden wide tooth comb here, going really slow and gentle, making sure I don't tear at the hair at all. Okay. Your hair is already really silky smooth, so I'm just going to use this tool here to gently comb it behind your ear for our session today. I am just going to go ahead and start by using this makeup removing towel. It doesn't look like you have any makeup on right now, but sometimes there can be a little bit of residue from the day before, so I'm just going to be really gentle with this. apply it to the skin of the forehead and down the side of the face.
That smells really good.
Right? I really like this brand too. Okay, perfect. It doesn't look like there was much makeup there, but it was a little bit of residue, maybe from yesterday's mascara, so I'm definitely glad that we did do that step. Next, I do have this rose gold face mask. I've used this before, and I really love how hydrating and nourishing it is for the skin. I'm just gonna gently try and do this. It can be a tiny bit liquidy, so I'm gonna try not to drip this on you at all. Just gonna really gently unfold it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place it really gently onto the skin. Taking my time to smooth out all the wrinkles, position it into place. I think it has a little bit of this like nose strip. I'm just gonna pull out from underneath. There we go. And try and make sure this doesn't drip underneath your clothes by just massaging this in here. Now I do have these water gloves. I'm just going to slowly massage them over the skin. I really love the sound of the water globes. They help really invoke a sense of peace. They can be really calming before you start a busy day. I'm going to set this aside and switch over to this jade roller. It has a similar cooling and healing property. It's going to really help massage the face mask into the skin cells. How's this feeling for you so far?
It feels so good.
Okay, great. Okay, now using my hands here, I'm just going to really gently remove the mask.
The water globe noise was so relaxing.
I love that noise. That is definitely my favorite of the ASMR noises. Your skin is literally glowing. I'm just going to use my fingers here to help massage that hydrating essence into the skin. Alrighty, so I know that this mask is drying. I'm just going to open up this little fan that I have. And I'm just going to go ahead and gently rotate this fan around you. How's this feel on your skin? Is it okay?
Good. I was just thinking, what a great idea after a mask.
Right. I will definitely pat off the excess, but I think this helps to just fuse into the skin a little bit better than just patting it with a product would be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can see it definitely did help dry the product a little bit. There is a little bit of excess, so I'm just going to gently dab it away.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm just going to really gently dab this clean washcloth onto the face, making sure to just pick up any additional residue. And I'm just gonna make sure. Okay, yeah, the skin is nice and dewy, which we like. I feel like a sun-kissed glow is very in, especially in this winter time.
Yes.
So I've been trying to like emanate my makeup looks with that kind of energy.
Yes, I love it.
Let's set this aside. Now we're gonna move on to more of the makeup side of this video.
Okay.
I am going to use a tiny bit of sunscreen.
Okay.
Just going to dab this in really gently with the Beauty Blender, focusing on the under eye area because the skin is a little more translucent here and more easy to burn. Just going to use a tiny bit more of this product here. just going to gently spread this out a little bit across the face, just to offer the skin some additional sun protection. Lovely. I'm just going to move on to a tiny bit of concealer. Your skin is so clear and glowing, you really do not need this, but
Thank you.
it's going to help to just even out the skin down a tiny, tiny bit. Also going to take a little bit and put it on the eyelid, just to help rub in a little bit later. So that it holds on to the eyeshadow that we're going to be applying. I'm actually going to switch over to this brush over here for a little bit better coverage. I'm just feathering this in with a really light and gentle touch. Okay, perfect. I'm going to be switching over to a little bit of blush. Just dabbing this really lightly, just feathering this in on the top of the cheekbones. And a tiny bit to the tip of the nose too, just for a little touch of color. I have a little bit of bronzer contouring. Just going to add this in as a little bit of a shadow. I also like to add this tiny touch to like the underside of the nose, just for like a little bit of shadow effect. I do have this brow gel I'm going to be applying. Just go ahead and continue to relax. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the eyeshadow. I'm going to hold this palette up here just to get a gauge of what colors I'm going to be using. I do like how this red is turning up, so I'm going to just dab a little bit in. Go ahead and apply a pretty small amount. Okay, perfect. I'm going to be switching over for a nice lighter color here. I want a little bit of touch of this yellow here, so I'm just going to add a tiny bit where the two colors meet. Perfect. I'm just going to use a different brush to do a tiny bit of blending. Perfect. I'm also going to add just a touch of a shade to your eyebrows, just for a slight little hint of color. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and add just a touch of this eyeliner here. Rest my hands really gently on your face. Just add tiny, tiny bits to the outer corner. Go ahead and open your eye. Okay, and close it. I'm just going to tilt your head a little bit to your left. And go ahead and open your eye and close it. Use a little bit of blending here to help smooth out this line a tiny bit. And go back and add just a touch of this red color once more. And back to some light blending here. Just going to gently rotate your head so I can take a look in the camera. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the lips here. I'm going to ask you to just part your lips gently. Perfect. I'm just going to apply this lip gloss. Go ahead and smack your lips together a little bit. Perfect. I'm just going to add a touch of product under the upper lip now. And a little bit more at the bottom, and just go ahead and do that one more time with your lips. Perfect. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and use some mascara. You can go ahead and open your eyes and just look at the radiator over there.
Okay.
Great. Okay, now I'm just going to do the lower lash. And one more time on this side. Some little blendey, just to even it out a little bit. Okay, I love how it's looking so far. I'm just going to go ahead and do some finishing touches. Go ahead and give your hair a little bit of a zhuzh. I love a good zhuzh. And I'm just going to go ahead and come through a tiny bit. Great. And I'm just going to go ahead and do just a little bit of finishing touches. I have some fun things here, like this lint roller. Your shirt is very, very clean. It doesn't look too linty, but I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I get any dust off. And one last step here. I know it's really cold in these winter months, so I have this snowflakes and cashmere hand lotion that I was just going to go ahead and apply to your hands. Feel free to just rub that in and savor
That smells so good.
the lotion, right?
Yes.
Very like wintry.
Yes.
I've been trying to like practice proper hand care in the winter, so I like to help encourage that as
Advocate
well.
that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna go ahead and just bring the camera over, and you can go ahead and tell me what you think about your look. What do you think?
I love the lip color so much.
Me too.
It's really pretty.
I feel like you have such lovely natural features, and this light makeup really makes those features pop. Like your eyebrows are so beautiful, and I feel like adding just a touch of color really highlights that as well.
Yeah, I agree, and I love the eyeshadow too.
Me too.
I don't really like do a lot of like warmth on the outer corners.
Oh, yeah.
But I like this a lot.
I like doing like it's not really a cat's eye, but just like a little bit of definition to help draw the eye to the eyes.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I really am so obsessed with your look, and I'm so happy that you came in today. Thank
you so much, Caitlin.
I can't wait to do your makeup again soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, next person in line, please. Hi, hi, hi. How are you doing today, miss?
Pretty good.
That is good to hear. Don't mind me, just struggling to put on these gloves. I am going to need to see a form of ID, please.
Here.
Okay,
It's going to be in there.
Gotcha. I guess I'll just open this myself. And can I confirm a first and last name, please? Well, sorry. Your coins.
Not my coins. I need these now. All right.
I'm just going to confirm a first and last name for me, please.
It's Katie ASMR.
Okay, and that does check out. Okay. And where are you traveling to today, Miss Katie ASMR?
I'm traveling to northern Canada.
Oh, wow. And where are you coming from?
I am coming from, I'm sorry, my brain's just blacking out right now. Milliken, Illinois.
Oh, I've never heard of that. And what are we doing in Canada this weekend?
I am a moose researcher, so I research the movement and the behaviors and the herding characteristics of moose.
Have you ever read the book, If You Give a Moose a Muffin?
It's my Bible.
The bread and butter of the moose profession.
It's the book that started it all for me.
I bet. It could have easily been If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. You happen to read the moose one first.
It's just not the same.
Well, miss, I'm going to have you wait right here. I'm going to go ahead and run this through our scanners.
Okay.
And I'll be right back.
All right. See you soon.
Yes. Unfortunately, the mooses are going to have to wait for a bit because something did flag up as a potential hazard. I don't know what. We're going to go ahead and give you a full pat down today. You must be very unaccustomed to this experience.
Yes.
I've never gotten a pat down before.
I'm dumbfounded.
But it'll be pretty quick and painless. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside here. I'll go ahead and grab your bag off of your back.
Okay, it's not just a quick pat down.
It's quickish. For sure. For sure less than an hour, probably. I mean, I'm just guessing. I'm just really guessing at this point. Now I'm going to have you remove your jacket, and I'm actually going to go ahead and pat down your jacket first.
Okay, you pat away.
You study the moose like I study the pat.
Yeah, hopefully not. You're not that terrible.
How well? We shall see in approximately 25 to 30 minutes. Checking for anything that could be hidden in these little puffs. This is a good jacket for the Canadian winter, I would imagine.
Very much so.
relaxation. I'm just going to get this object in the light here. So we got the Super Puff. That was my nickname in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I smoked a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Do you still smoke?
On occasion. It's more of a once a month hobby.
Because you're really focused
Vibing.
on my jacket. Yeah, you seem to be enjoying that a little too much.
You know, this is my favorite part of the job.
Does it help to wear people's coats?
It really does. It's just all part of the process. Just a few minutes longer. Don't you worry.
What are you checking for?
I'm really just enjoying the sounds of this popsicle stick on the
All right.
goat,
So there's no security.
while simultaneously just making sure there's not any powder or any free joints stuck in this thing.
All right.
Okay, this coat is looking pretty good after a very thorough pat down. I'm going to go ahead and just set it to the side over here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and continue with the pat down. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to set your shoes a little bit off to the side right here. I'm going to ask you to step forward a tiny bit. Perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and be looking through your hair, making sure there's no signs of any lice present on the scalp.
Definitely not lice.
I've heard of giant ticks called moose eaters, and you might have picked up a few of those in your...
They eat moose? I've never heard of this.
The moose eater tick of the
In all of
Canadian wilds.
Yeah. In my research, I've never heard of moose eaters. I've been researching moose for 27 years.
It's more of a legend, really, and instead of a confirmed threat.
Okay, so it
But
means absolutely
the
nothing.
legend cannot be.
So
You
you
just can't take any chances.
So you could just make something up and call it a legend.
It was passed down from my great great uncle's friend's wife's daughter's niece.
Wife's daughter's niece. That's a very personal legend.
They say it grows to the size of a golf ball, so I feel like they'd be pretty visible, but
Yeah.
you really can't take your chances.
I feel like probably not in my hair.
Or maybe there's some baby ones in your eyebrows, so I just gotta make sure.
This is unusual.
You can just throw your head forward. Well, since this is your first pat down, how would you even know what usual is?
Good boy.
You can't. You're getting a little dizzy in the head yet. How's the squat working out for you?
I am feeling dizzy. I feel very silly.
You can resurrect your head there.
Okay.
Okay, I don't see any giant moose eaters up the north, so it's a good sign right there.
What about the south?
I don't know.
It's a different strand.
It is. That story comes from my great 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 uncle's grandma's cousin's wife's wife.
His wife's the wife.
I'm gonna have you stand a little bit farther forward here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pat down the upper body.
Sure, go for it.
Thank you. And have you be a little loosey-goosey here. I think if you have a moose, you should name it Marvin Moose.
Well, I studied moose in the wild. They're not meant to be kept as pets.
Could you still name it Marvin Moose?
I would not. That would not
What
be
about
a name I would
Melanie Moose if it was a girl moose?
choose. No. Oh. I don't know what name I would choose, but those both sound like
What about, how does this start with M though? Maverick Moose.
Maverick. Sound better.
That's a winner. It's got to be a winner out of 3.
Mm-hmm. Got there eventually.
You gotta do this, this, and now you're doing the skeleton dance.
Okay. That's great. Having so much fun with that.
You gotta hold your hands up like this. Now we're high fiving.
This is an odd pat down.
This is a very thorough, very technical pat down. Gonna switch sides. Gonna scooch you over. Any weird things in the neck I should be aware of?
No, I don't think so. No neck lice.
No, that'd be pretty unfortunate. Make sure there's nothing hiding between the fingers. I'm going to ask you to raise your arms to the side. Okay, and relax. Now I'm going to ask you to turn around and I'm going to inspect your back side. Making sure there's no tiny little moose embryos.
That's not how moose work.
What if you had a moose embryo in a vial snuck into your shirt somewhere?
Wow.
It would be an illegal species export to sell on the black market.
That's horrible.
To the moose enthusiasts.
I don't think I would hide that.
You never know.
I think moose embryo are a little bit bigger than what you're thinking.
No, I don't know.
I do, because I'm a moose researcher.
Okay, now tell me what shape this is.
It's a heart, but what does that have to do with the pat
It's
down?
a very important part of the pat down.
I don't believe that.
Tell me what shape this is.
A star?
Nice. Let's see if it can draw a moose.
You just gave it away.
Just that. That's the little snout. Those are the eyes. Those are the ears. I guess it's a girl moose because there's no failures.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really a pro at what I do. And you can face the front again. I'm just going to move down to your lower body. And move your arm a tiny bit. Okay, I'm going to have you turn around. We're going to do the back. to the very bottom. Alrighty, Miss Katie, I'm gonna have you turn around, take off your socks, and you can just put your hooves, if you will, right on my legs here, and we're gonna keep this pat down rolling.
Okay.
Great. Love your nail polish.
It's nothing in my feet, I can tell you that.
It's what?
There's nothing in my feet.
Oh well, it needs to be seen. Haven't you seen the TikToks? Nate the Hoof Guy? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's a guy who like cleans cow hoofs. And something I learned watching him is that there's a lot of stuff that can get stuck in the hoof. So
Thank God TikTok isn't banned.
right?
Sounds like the best video
Uh,
ever.
Make sure there's, the most common cow injuries is a rock or a nail stuck in the hoof.
Didn't know that.
So gotta make sure there's no rock
Good
or
thing
nail
I'm not a
stuck in your
cow.
hoof.
Good thing I'm not a cow or a cat. And I wear socks and shoes.
Now I'm gonna have you trade this guy out for the other guy. No nails, no big sharp rocks. It's a good sign. Okay, I'm going to ask you to face the wall and flip so that the heel is facing up. Sorry, this floor is a little grimy. Okay, you can go ahead and floppy over the other foot. Okay, now we are going to move on to your shoes. right. You can just continue to relax. I'm just going to take a looky here. Make sure there's no secret compartments.
Oh, with the moose embryos.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
You
a
never
really
know.
good way to spend your time as a TSA agent.
Yeah. I'm living the dream job, basically.
Yeah, you seem to enjoy it a little too much.
That I do. That I do. This is looking pretty good.
And the little mooselings.
No mooselings. I was kind of hoping for one, I'm not going to lie. So I can take it and raise it in my
Yeah,
secret
I can
lab.
tell you when a pet is.
And what three actually? Melvin, Melanie, and Maverick.
Oh my gosh. That's strange.
It's perfectly normal human desire.
I don't think so.
Okay, your shoes are looking good to go. We can go ahead and move on to your bag.
Okay, I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah.
Back and forth until they had me email or mail them. They have you physically mail your mics to them.
That's so scary.
To an address in
I'm
California.
kind of like, should I just buy new mics?
Yeah. I did the whole thing, and they have like an address in California. And so they receive it and they like either work on it or send you a replacement. And they sent me a replacement because they probably didn't feel like fiddling around with it. I think they just want proof that you are not trying to get free mics, so that's why they have you send in yours, and they'll probably give you a replacement. So I'd say it's worth it, but you just have to like be communicative and
Yeah. Sucks.
yeah.
All righty. Let's look at your bag, Miss Katie. No moose calves, just chillin'.
I researched them in the wild. I do not bring them with me.
But how would I know that since I've never
I told you.
moose expert?
Okay. Good point.
Oh, well. Is this to pet the embryos?
No.
Oh.
There's no embryos. There's no embryos. These are just to clean my Invisalign.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'll stick that aside,
So
just in case I stumble upon any moose embryos. Because I heard that that's a good petter for the embryos. I love a good pat, as you can,
Oh yeah.
as you well know at this point. Okay, he's listening to the moose calls of the wild.
Nope. Just use headphones. All my
Just normal person things.
all of my research equipment is either at the base at the laboratory I have there, or in my suitcase that I have checked. So you're not going to find any.
Okay, a little moose munchies to feed the wild.
Nope, just munchies.
Feed the mises.
Feeding myself.
Feeding the mises with these.
Again, personal snacks meal.
Also maybe this.
As a personal snack.
I'll be very careful not to crumple your snackies. Oh.
I kept like a sleeping pill in there, and now it's gone. So maybe I took it.
She's
at some
empty.
point.
She's empty. This is all looking like it checks out pretty well.
You seem so surprised.
I am. I really thought there was going to be a moose in here. I'm not going to
Disappointed.
lie. A little bit. I'm a little heartbroken.
Sorry to let you down.
When you said you were a moose, when you said you were a moose person, I just assumed
That is
that would
my
entail
research.
baby mooses.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see anything. That's actually worse. Maybe This is very normal, disappointingly normal, I gotta say, but alas, what can you do? I'm going to go and finalize this pat down, and then I'll be right back.
Okay, go. I'll see you soon.
I will see you so soon. And I'm back.
How did it all turn out?
You passed every test. And I don't think there is such a thing as a giant northern moose.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so. You had me so convinced.
I myself was convinced, but I just did some Googling and I'm questioning it all.
It might be just something that your family has a issue.
I don't know. Now I have to get to the bottom of it like a detective.
Mm-hmm. Well, good luck with that. You seem like you're the type that's like a dog with a
Seems
bone.
super normal, I'm sure.
So you'll get to the bottom of your family problems.
Goodbye, Miss Katie.
Goodbye.
Good luck with your Mises.
All right, thanks.
Andrea, it's so good to see you today. Thank you for coming in to get your makeup done.
Thank you for having me.
You are looking stunning as always.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the makeup look that you're hoping to achieve today. Are you going to an event of some kind?
I'm going to a party, so
Okay, fun.
bold makeup.
Okay, great. Is it kind of like a late Valentine's Day party?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Okay, great. I know it's been like very Valentine's Day themed around the city right now. So I'm kind of thinking of a softer look, definitely kind of trying to highlight the area around the eyes as well.
Perfect.
But also adding some blush to the cheeks and general kind of rosiness as well. So
Perfect.
I'm really excited to work with you today. You can go ahead and just close your eyes and relax. I'm going to go ahead and start by just brushing through your hair. I'm just starting at the ends here. Making sure to take really good care of your hair. And just combing through your nice silky hair. Making sure to gently tease out any tangles. Alrighty. I'm going to use a little bit of a more fine-toothed comb to push the hair back out of the face. Just going to gently bring it around behind so that I have access to your entire face. I'm going to go ahead and start by applying a tiny bit of foundation. You can continue to just sit and relax and let me pamper you. I'm squeezing a little bit of this product into my hand first. I'm just really gently applying it with this beauty blender. Your skin is so clear and soft, you really don't need much of this at all. I'm just applying a light base coat. Just applying a little bit to the T-zone of the face. Just to help even up the skin tone a tiny bit. Just patting really delicately and gently. Just a tiny bit more from my hand here. Making sure to get the cheekbones, as well as some light touches to the eyelids, so that when we eventually put on eyeshadow, it helps stick to the skin a little bit better. Okay, I'm just going to go down to the chin and a little bit around the mouth, just so that when I do put on the lip product, it pops just a little bit more than it would ordinarily. Doing the last little bit of product off my hand here. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use this very adorable product that you have for some under eye correction. Go ahead and just continue to relax. Just going to gently tap this on underneath the eyes. And put a tiny bit in your eyelid as well, just to kind of see what that looks like. I'm excited to kind of play around with your look today. I don't have really a set pattern that I'm trying to reach, so I definitely am going to lean into the fun play and exploration. Just dabbing really gently. Just really lightly tapping this into the skin. While we have some nice city winter ambiance in the background with the planes and the cars and just soothing background noise. Now I'm just going to add the tiniest little dab of color. To the under eyes. Just a little bit to match a little bit more of the original skin tone and to make this area pop just a bit with some added shine. Perfect. Now I have a tiny bit of contour. I'm just going to apply pretty high You have really nice high cheekbones. So I'm just going to be applying this pretty high right under there. Also a tiny little dab on the tip of the nose there. And just gently blending this in to create a little bit of a shadow. A little bit under the nose as well. I'm going to ask you to turn your face a little bit to the left. Great. And back to me. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to our brows next. I'm going to gently apply some product to the brows. Use a tiny bit of liner to really provide some definition to the brows. Your eyebrows have a very, very beautiful natural shape to them, so I'm just going to be highlighting that with this brow look. I like to apply a little bit of product and blend that up with a little brush tool. You can turn your chin a little bit just so I can see how that looks in the camera. Okay, lovely. Nice thing about this too is that if you mess up a bit like I just did, it can just wipe away into nothing. I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna just turn your head a tiny bit just to make sure both of these sides are coming off even. Okay, I'm gonna extend this out just a tiny bit to match the other side a little bit more. Now that'll blend it out as well. I'm just going to go back to this beauty blender. I'm just making sure that any of the edges that might be a little clumsy get corrected with this tool. Perfect. I'm going to try something a little bit different for your eyeshadow. This product that I found on the TikTok shop. It's like a REM beauty brand. It's almost like brown sparkles. It looks beautiful, right? I really like it. I've been using it on myself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and see what it looks like on you. I really love the way that these dark colors are really shining on you, like your really, really cute dark top here. So I feel like these brown sparkles are going to fit right in with your vibe and your aesthetic. Just going to kind of use this little brush to cover the eye, and then I'll go back in with this blender brush, kind of smooth it out a little bit. I'm going to switch over. Now I kind of have more of a base here. I'm gonna go once more back here and just really gently dab this in. I don't want this to blend in too much, so I'm just gonna really take my freshly washed finger here and just dab, dab, dab a tiny bit. I really like the way it's shimmering. Go ahead and tilt your chin from side to side a little bit. Yeah, okay, yeah. You can really see the shine on the camera as well. I was debating whether doing a bit of a darker eyeliner, but I'm feeling like yes. I'm not going to use a liquid liner though, as is my kind of inclination. I'm going to try and do this black pencil eyeliner because I haven't really done that look in a while, and it's definitely easier to kind of blend it with the lash line. Go ahead and open your eye for me and close it. Okay, I'm going to switch over to this side. Just going nice and gently. And open your eye at me and close it. I'm going to switch over to this blender tip here. I'm just going to do some slight blendy work. Perfect. Alright, go ahead and sit still for me, Andrea. I'm just gonna extend this a little bit out into the outer eye, trying to blend the eyeliner a little more seamlessly to kind of see what that look looks like. Immediately, I'm loving it. I think it was a good decision. And I'm gonna, so this is like a dark brown shade that I was using before. There's a slightly lighter, pinkier shade. I'm just gonna use a tiny bit of in the very inner corner of your eyes. Now this shimmer is giving Valentine's Day. A little pinky. I like the way that the two colors are going together though. Just need to do a little bit of blendy here. Okay. I'm going to use your darker eye pencil and do a little bit of fill-in work here. Just because of how dark your eye look is turning out to be, I just want to make sure your brows are nice and dark to match that without being too dark as well. Perfect. Okay, Andrea, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. Go ahead and look at the rug down there, something not too high up, and just relax and blink into my touch here. Just doing a nice light feathery touch here. Right down the side. Great. I'm gonna actually look a tiny bit more up, yeah, just so I can get these last few lashes over here. Perfect. I'm gonna have you look up at the ceiling. I'm just gonna really lightly do the lower lashes. And this side as well. Alrighty, Andrea. I'm loving the way this look is coming out. I'm just gonna go ahead and do your lips now. If you just wanna like relax with your lips parted a little. I really have been loving a glossy look lately, so I also feel like it's very Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day theme. Go ahead and kind of smack your lips together. And relax. I'm just gonna add a little more gloss into the upper lips, and a little bit more on the bottom. And you can relax. One step I almost forgot to is adding a tiny bit of blush. I feel like a little goes a long way. I'm just gonna use my finger here. I'm gonna do higher on the cheekbones than the contour. And I have my beauty blender here. I'm just gonna gently dab it into the skin. Okay, beautiful. Alrighty, Andrea. I am obsessed with your look. As one last little step here, I'm gonna go ahead and give your hair a little bit of a curl. I have a really small curling iron with me, so I'm not really looking for any massive curls, but I would like to have a little bit of a wave to it, a little bit of a zhuzh, just to give it a little bit of volume and some texture. I'm just gonna put this here, trade this. I love how this look is coming together. I feel like the darkness, like the black coloring of your shirt, matched with the pinkness of the lips, is just such a fresh look that just is really working so well on you. And I'm just gonna grab a tiny section of hair, starting out pretty small. Gently twirling this towards me. The heat is not very high on this, so I'm just going to hold this here for an additional second. Letting me heat up the hair and slowly releasing. And do another on this side. Just gently tapping the hair to feel how hot it's getting. This seems like a pretty low heat iron, so I'm not worried about burning the hair. grab a similar section from up here. Just gonna hold for a few additional seconds. And gently let it go. A really nice curl there. This would also be perfect if you're doing really tight curls, but it's not really the look we're going to go for today. It's going to definitely be more of the easy breezy party vibe. Gently release. Great. Okay, and just moving over to your right side here. Okay. Just really gently letting out a curl. You can feel the rod getting high to this. This is a nice, tight little curl here. Wonderful. I'm going to do one more little segment over here before I go ahead and kind of brush out the curls and see how they add a little additional volume to the hair. Okay. I love the way that these curls turned out. They're so cute. But because we don't really have time to curl the whole head, I'm just going to really gently brush these out with the intention of them giving your hair just a little bit of a zhuzh, a little bit of extra volume. Okay, now you go ahead and hold still, and I'm going to readjust the camera to show you what you look like. Alrighty, Andrea, here's your finished look. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit so you can see it. I love the way that the eyeshadow really makes your eyes pop. We have a little bit of like your curls on the sides, so when you do one of these maneuvers, you can have a little bit of movement in the hair.
I love it. It's so pretty.
Yay! I'm so glad. You think it's good for your event tonight?
It's perfect. Thank you.
Of course. I'm just gonna have you close your eyes really quick for the camera and do like turn your head a little bit so they can see the shimmer. I am so obsessed with the way this look came out. I'm so happy you love it, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. Next person, you can go ahead and come forward.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing today, Miss?
I'm all right today.
Okay, that's a pretty good thing. Well, it's good to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and fold this up, put it in my pocket, have my little stick here. I'm going to ask you for your ID, Miss. Oh, nice.
There it is. Here it is.
Lovely.
It should be in here.
Okay, yes. Very, very cute wallet I see here.
Thank you.
Doesn't smell like strawberries like the picture conveys, but that's okay. Still inspect, just to make sure. Okay, lovely picture of you and the family I see. Make sure there's nothing hiding in here. And making sure this ID matches you. What is your first and last name?
It's Katie ASMR.
Okay, cool. Are you one of those ASMR YouTubers?
No. So it's pronounced AYESSAMAR.
Oh.
It's I'm part Armenian. It's
Oh.
Armenian.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, never mind then.
Yeah.
Just heard ASMR and just kind of figured it was the thing with the sounds.
No, I never heard of that.
Oh. Well, you are missing out.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go ahead and run this through a scanner just to make sure everything is up to code about you.
Okay.
You just hang tight and I'll be right back.
I'll hang tight. Okay.
Absolutely. Alrighty, Miss ASMR. We went ahead and ran your ID through the scanner and it definitely popped up as weird. Just said weird, just the word weird. So I've never really encountered that before. I don't really know what to do with that. So we're just gonna go ahead and do a full pat down here, okay?
Yeah. I'm running late for my big flight to Ireland.
Aren't we all?
So, okay. I'm just letting you know that. If you could just go pretty quickly, that would work for me.
Approximate this as a 25 to 30 minute adventure that we are going to be undertaking. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and take off your stuff. I'll go ahead and grab your bag.
Here's my bag.
Yes, I'll go ahead and
All right.
set this off to the side.
Here's my coat.
Okay. Perfect. You can, yep, just stand right there. I'm going to grab your coat here. It's a nice winter coat. I feel like Ireland, you're going to need something like this time of the year. Just making sure there's no hidden devices, nothing suspicious. Nice fur hood. Just going to be combing through this fur. Making sure there's no foreign objects hidden in the fur.
There shouldn't be any foreign objects.
Well, I will be the deciding factor in that, miss. So you just sit tight in your little corner over there. Yes, perfect. Making sure nothing comes flying out of us.
exactly are you looking for?
You know, I'm not going to really know until I find it. Looking for any bombs, any explosives, anything that might be concealed. This suspicious looking stain. Really anything that might be suspicious. There's a weird stain here. I'm just going to kind of scrape at this for a second. See if I can get any flakage here to make sure this isn't like a bomb residue. They're just flaking right off, which is good. Great, so this residue did come right off, so it's not being flagged as suspicious right now. Just making sure you're not hiding anything in any of these pockets. One last little hugger, good girl. Okay. Nothing's popping up there. So we are going to go ahead and move on to your hair. I'm going to ask you to take a little step forward out of your tiny corner. Move your chest.
Tiny corner.
Yep. Just going to be moving this through the hair, checking for any head lice. Now, Miss, what brings you to Ireland?
I just love the color green.
I can definitely see that. This is definitely an interesting top.
Yes, and I want to frolic. I feel as if there's not been a lot of frolicking throughout my life, and it's one of my goals.
I'm pretty sure it's winter in Ireland right now. Is that gonna affect that
That won't
decision?
stop me at all.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
In fact, the cold weather will invigorate me to frolic in a more frantic way.
you do look like you have the anatomy to be very good at frolicking. You're so small that one jump and you're just gonna, a breeze will catch you and you're just gonna fly.
Float up to heaven.
Fly up the cliffs. I've actually been to Ireland recently myself. Frolicking was more at a minimal. It's more like walking, like sightseeing, like one leg in front of the other instead of like a little skippy.
You didn't skip about?
Not especially because there were some trails. We went to the cliffs of Hoth, and if you frolicked too hard, you were just gonna frolic right off the edge.
That's not my goal. I'll just frolic safely from the edge of the
Very
cliff. That's what I'm
careful.
going to do.
Be very careful with your frolicking. Make sure there's nothing concealed within the hair follicles. body pat down performance?
No, I usually just breeze through security, so this is very strange for me.
You do have a very flowy energy about you that I'm sensing. It's very good energy.
Yeah, I've never really had much trouble at all in my life.
Oh, that's very good to hear.
I show up in a room, I splatter the room with joy, and I fritter away.
Oh, that's very lucky.
This is actually the most traumatic experience that I've ever had.
Oh my goodness, wow, if this is the most, that life's ever thrown you a hurdle, then you are off to a pretty good start.
Is this why people do therapy? Will I have to do therapy after this?
Maybe. You're going to have to ask your new therapist about that.
Okay.
Okay, I will say it's a breeze working with somebody so happy. Normally I get some little grouches in the TSA line.
That's so strange.
Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it?
That's so strange.
I will go ahead and move on.
Sure.
To this very interesting shirt. Maybe you'll start something in Ireland or trend, maybe.
Yes.
I feel like the Irish winds are going to blow right through you in this, I will say.
It's quite sheer.
Yeah. Now, are you Irish yourself, Missy?
No, I wish I was, though.
One time I tried to do an Irish accent for my Dungeons and Dragons character and it did not go well. All I could say was Dublin. That's Dublin.
Going to Dublin.
Pretty limiting vocabulary though, and all your character can say is Dublin.
Or you can try to do an Irish accent.
Wow, it's really good.
It's not very good.
It's really good. Did you ever see the movie The Banshee of... I think it's called The Banshee. Yes.
No, I haven't.
Don't see it. That movie is messed up.
Now it makes me want to see it.
My mom loved that movie and I just couldn't get into it.
I'll have to put it on my reading list.
All I remember is the main character's name is Pádraig.
Pádraig?
Pádraig. Making sure you're not concealing any weapons underneath this very sheer shirt. Can't imagine you would be, but I need to do my job.
I'm not that kind of girly.
You know, I can sense that from you. You seem like a goody two-shoes rule follower. Ask you to spread your fingers. Yes. Palms up. Making sure there's no weapons and the very thin layer of skin.
No, not me.
Okay. I'm gonna have you take a step to the right. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. 2 hops. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. You're very, very fun customer.
I like receiving instructions. This calms me down.
Oh. Don't tell that to the Irishmen there. They're real fun.
Interesting things might happen.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm looking for an Irish romance.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe I am.
Have you ever seen the TV show Outlander? It's not Irish. It's set in Scotland, but that's close enough for me.
Okay.
She travels back in time for romance, so maybe that'll happen to you. She like goes through an ancient stone.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna be manifesting that for you.
Sign me up.
Right?
Send me to those cavemen. Those Vikings. The Celts. They're so burly.
She has a sexy red-haired man named Jamie.
Oh, sounds so nice.
It's very nice.
I want to drink my Guinness out of a cow's bladder.
Oh, yeah.
There are no dishes.
I'm sure that exists there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be moving on to your stomach. And turn around, I'm going to do your back. Take your little tag in for you. Okay, you can go ahead and stay as you are. I'm just going to move down to the lower half.
Okay, sounds good.
Would you like to hold the stick?
She's gonna run away with it.
No,
she's not.
A lip listener.
Very polite.
You seem like a good girl. Making sure there's nothing hidden on the belt. Thank you. It's kind of relaxing. Making sure there's nothing in the pockets. Front pockets. Making sure there's nothing hidden in the seam or in the side seam. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and move on to socks and shoes.
Do we have to? I think I'm running late.
We have to.
Oh, darn.
You're just such a joy. I just want to spend as much time with you as I can.
Okay, I suppose.
Okay, lovely. Lovely shoe here. There's a little rock stuck in here. See, I'm doing you a favor already.
Mm-hmm.
A rock.
What's the purpose of that, ma'am?
You know, that is strictly for me to know. I can't answer that question.
Okay, all right.
Some real snow boots here.
Yeah, they keep me warm.
Not stinky. Good. It's a good sign. Are you stinky? You stink. No, you're not stinky. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. I can just put you right back. Let's see what shoe size you are. I'll keep it a secret.
Ma'am, I don't think that's relevant.
It is kind of relevant. Okay. Looks like your shoes are all good to go.
I could have told you that, but it was a pleasure watching you.
Thank you. I'm a woman who's got to do my job.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little sniffy dog here too. She's sniffing, make sure there's no drugs in the shoes. So can't rush her.
Yeah, well, I understand that.
I'm gonna have you take off your socks.
Good thing I left plenty of time to catch my flight.
Very responsible of you. I'll even fold your socks for you. That's how good of a TSA agent I am. Alrighty, Miss Katie, if you could just put this foot on my little meat. Just gonna get this up a tiny bit. She's alerting to the foot. Just gonna keep patting this down. Okay, you can go ahead and switch out for your other foot there.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and flip your little foot over.
Okay.
Perfect. Remove some debris from the floor. Go a little gentler. Okay, go ahead and switch it out for your other foot.
Okay.
Perfect. Just remove some floor debris.
It's very hard to balance, ma'am. What kind of weaponry do you think I have in my feet?
You know, sometimes the Irish like to conceal ninja stars. A tiny line.
Didn't know that. Okay.
Now you know that. Just
Good to
making sure
know.
there's no microscopically small ninja star ready to just fly out of here.
Absolutely. Makes sense.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Smell that, girl. Okay. Now we are actually all finished. You can go ahead and stand up, and I'm gonna look through your bag.
Oh my goodness.
Thank
All right.
God,
If it's
right?
absolutely necessary.
It really, really is.
Oh my
Here's
goodness.
this for you. All right, Miss Katie. Automatically, you are in trouble for having
I
water.
have one more drink.
If your drink is like 5 giant gulps, then yes.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, really?
Oh, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
You were really, really close, though. I'm gonna leave this here to my assistant in case she's thirsty. Good mountaineering bag here. It's structured. There's nothing in the pockets. Okay, we have some wrappers.
Those are my good luck wrappers.
Oh. It's really interesting of you. Some hair ties.
Those are my good luck hair ties.
Oh, really? Does it work?
No.
Go through all the little pockets. Let me see anything here. Don't even know what this is.
I don't know either.
It disappeared there. Okay, you got floss. Do you have some good hygiene? There's nothing else. And some books. I just read that whole book
Was it good?
backwards.
Oh, wow. Did you retain any of it?
I retained so many things.
Wow. You're very talented.
Okay.
It's my makeshift bookmark.
It's okay. I hope this isn't a used Kleenex.
It might be.
I'm gonna ignore that. And I'm gonna just keep reading at light speed. It's a really riveting book.
Great book.
I read that whole thing just now.
I just think you're an amazing reader.
I have many, many talents, including fast reading. Sounds good. All right, Miss Katie, I'm gonna go grab the rest of your things.
Okay.
And I'll let you know if you're free to continue.
I'm so excited.
You know, because you've been so cooperative, I'm just gonna leave this probably over 4 ounces water bottle in your bag.
Thank you so
Like a
much.
good TSA agent.
Thank you. Oh my god, it's so nice.
Yeah, I'm just a miracle worker over here. Maybe I can take these off.
Okay.
I'll grab the rest of your things.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
One wallet
Thank you.
and one backpack.
I'm gonna enjoy Ireland and I'll think of your shining face the whole time.
Thank you so much. I will
Alright.
think about you every day until I die.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how good experience this was.
This was the best pat down of my life.
Oh,
This is my first one. I hope it won't be the last.
you'll get an email for survey. We have your emails.
I'll give you 4 stars.
Oh, that's so generous of you.
All right. Goodbye.
Take care.
I'm gonna start practice my flitting now.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. And she was a fairy. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Casey.
How are you doing today?
I'm really good.
You look like you're glowing. I'm so excited to do your makeup today.
Me too.
I have been reading the new Hunger Games book, Sunrise on the Reaping. Highly recommend for anybody who's read that.
Okay.
Just got me thinking about the world of the Hunger Games again. So I was gonna pretend to be your stylist and get you ready for the games, like District 12. So
I'm ready to fight. I will go into battle.
I will do your look justice. You're gonna be fierce. You're gonna be giving District 12 tribute. Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but
That you
sounds
got
ferocious.
it. Yeah, you nailed it. Nail on the head right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and start by brushing back your hair.
Okay.
Just go ahead and relax. Okay, turn your chin towards me just a little bit. First, I'm going to start with just a little bit of this sunscreen foundation. Your skin is so healthy and glowing. I'm not going to put too much of this on, so I'm just going to gently just dab it in with my fingers in the under eye area. Turn your chin just a little bit towards me. Just going to use this brush here to help blend in. I'm just going to apply a little bit of product to this brush. Go gently over the eyelids. Just gonna really gently dab this over the skin. Turn your chin just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna just tap on some bronzer. Just to give the cheeks a little bit more definition. Going for a bold look today. So for anybody who doesn't know, in the Hunger Games, it's like you like come from your like signature district. You like go into these like games where you fight to the death, basically, and it's like they do these interviews and they get a stylist and they kind of get dressed up to look like their district. So District 12, where the main characters come from, is like the coal district. So basically Katniss, the main character in the first books, gets dressed up as like a fire and coal type look.
Industrial.
Yes, exactly. So I'm basically gonna make you Katniss today. So with my own take on like her makeup and stuff. So I love that. Just call me Cinna. That's the name of her stylist. Just gonna add a little bit to the shadows of the face here. Now I'm going to go in with some blush. Put on the nose too. Just give a nice little rosy look. I'm going to go in with a little bit of setting powder. Now we have my favorite part, which is the eyeshadow. I love this palette with these colors. I'm just going to hold this up and take a look. So when I think like District 12, I'm thinking like fire tones, fire and coal. So I can't even remember what makeup look they did for her in the movie, but I'm just going to do my own version of that.
I think that would be great.
I'm gonna actually grab my other palette as well that I brought just in case. It has some like orangey oranges, which is gonna really pull together the fire look.
I love that.
So I have this James Charles palette here that has a bunch of fun different colors.
So bold.
Right? I've been hanging on to this for years. She is held up.
Yes.
I am just gonna go ahead and close your eyes for me. Sorry, I'm gonna just
Alright.
shift myself here. Going for like flickering flames. Gonna bring it high into the eyebrow. Great. slightly darker orange. Great. And then do a little red. Great. I'm just going to turn your face a little towards the light and replicate. Just look on the other side. Tilt your chin just to compare the sides, okay? Slightly bigger brush. Okay. Now I'm going to switch back over to this other palette for this nice rich gold color. Perfect. Let's start with this color. Switching to a slightly darker gold to just dab gently on top of these little flickering flames that we've created. I love how this fire look is coming out so far. Now I'm going to go and gently add in the blacks here. Ask you to open your eye, and I'm just gonna, bring this bold look down a little bit. Great. And close your eyes again. Maybe change the lid, but this way. Perfect. I'm gonna have you keep your eyes open for a second. Now let me see how the two sides look. Okay, great. Now I'm just gonna go in and do a little bit of touch up. Actually, I'm gonna just use my little finger here and add some color to this highlight. Perfect. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna make your brows black, which I know is a statement, but I love some bold brows. Right? It's gonna match in with the look nicely. And I'm gonna have a little bit of gold from using this brush earlier. Just a bit. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to just do some blending here. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to add a touch of this gold highlight to a little bit of the corner and the under eyelid. Have you open your eyes? Just gonna add, yeah, a little bit. Great. I'm going to go back in a little touch of liquid just to help pick up a little bits I missed. How are you feeling? Is this comfortable and relaxing?
I'm feeling like I'm ready to go into battle.
Right.
Fight for my whole village.
The black kind of like a little dust on you, but I like it. I'm gonna leave it because it gives like the. I just got out of the coal mines.
Perfect.
Ready to go fight.
Those coal mines, you
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave a little smudge on you.
Do some light blending. And I'm going to go in with this mascara. Have you look up? Yeah. I'm gonna have you just do a straight ahead again. Perfect. You're looking badass. Ready to go fight. Okay. And I do have some little glittery orbs. I'm going to place one of these on the inner corner of your eye. I'm thinking, honestly, yeah, something like the orange, the medium-sized orange. I don't really have a tool for this, so I'm just gonna, yup, yeah. It's looking good. Go in. Perfect. I was thinking about using these, like a few little red ones on the side to be like the hot coals. Perfect. Honestly, it's better than I thought. I'm excited. Now should I add like an orange one in, or is this?
Whatever you're feeling.
Right. Okay, maybe one more little baby orange.
Yes. More is more.
Trying to see if the color I put on you is like the yellow or the orange, because it's really hard to tell the difference. You know what? I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna put this color right here. Yeah. I'm gonna be doing one more on the other side. Nice. Okay. Alright. You are looking majestic as hell. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this liquid eyeliner. Nice. Just go a little bit. I'm gonna turn your chin towards me. Nice. Okay. Now I'm debating drawing a little mockingjay, because there's like this bird that's like the symbol of the resistance. You know what? I'm just gonna do it.
Go
why
for
not?
it.
'Cause
Go
why
for it.
not? I'm just gonna do it like this. You turn your head even more. Okay. Maybe it has these like frills on its head. So that's what I'm going for here. And then it has a little beak, and then it has two like long plumes for the tail. And I think it has like little feathers too. Okay, I like it. Nice. Looking good. So exciting. And I have this nice dark shade of lipstick. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. There we go. I'm just gonna go into the upper lip. I'll have you rub your lips together a little bit. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm trying to see if I want to add anything else. Okay, I love the way it's turning out.
Okay.
You know what? I am gonna add. Actually, no. Okay. I love it, and Katniss has like this braid down her side, so I'm just
gonna turn.
Yeah, whatever is most comfortable. Perfect. Just gonna turn your head and make sure I count all the pieces. Perfect. Okay, I like the color of this scrunchie, but it's not really giving fierce warrior, so I'm gonna go find a different haircut. Okay, just gonna do it this side here. Actually, I'm gonna make these go down a tiny bit more. Looks like your hair has some layers going on, but I think we can make it happen. Okay, beautiful. Final look reveal. I'm just gonna like do your little touch-ups here, tilt this down a little bit so everyone can appreciate your little District 12 look. We have, if you come a little bit closer, I'm just going to show everybody your look. I'm gonna turn your chin a little bit so you can see your little mockingjay. And you have your nice like fire eyes. I love the way it turned out. I think you look so fierce. You're ready to go into battle.
Where's my bow and arrow?
Yeah, literally. She got her Katniss braid. She got her fire look. What do you think of your look?
I think it's ferocious,
Yeah.
fierce, fearless, fierce. I feel like I'm ready to go into battle.
Yeah.
And also, clubbing to like an industrial
Yeah.
goth club.
Yeah.
I'm about to like get some action.
Right. You know, I'm gonna fix one thing. I'm just gonna rub that in a tiny bit. Okay, perfect. Now you're ready for your interview, and then you're ready to go.
I'm ready to
Kick some ass. Yeah. Oh yeah.
hit the mark.
Yeah, girl. Thank you so much for coming in today.
It was so much fun.
Good luck in the arena.
I will. I'll do well.